challenger. As part of SPN Student Professional Network, we have started a talk series. We would be taking you through a journey of some of the professionals in our network. And today, for our first episode, we have Saifil Momin with us. Hi Saifil, welcome to the first talk show.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a great conversation here today. So Saifil, tell us a bit about yourself, about how did you start from Mumbai and how did you end up here in Bay Area, California? Take us through your journey.
So basically, since the start or towards the end of my school, I was always into mechanical engineering. So science was the option for me.
Okay.
I liked it. That was one of the reasons. So I pursued science. I ended up in a good college for my bachelor's, which is Sardar Patel College of Engineering.
Well-known college.
Did decent well. Then I had a good scores for GRE, TOEFL, so I got again into a decent university, which is Texas A&M, mechanical engineering program. Always wanted to specialize in designing, analysis, manufacturing, something revolving around that. Was always passionate about cars.
So I remember you showed me some of your sketches.
Yeah, I mean,
They were really
if
cool.
you give me some free time and a book, I would always end up sketching a car at the end. So when I pursued a mechanical engineering degree, I wasn't thinking just purely about cars. So I had an option to go into automotive engineering or mechanical as a master's, but I chose mechanical to keep my scope broader. But it's good that after my master's, I ended up at Tesla.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was really fortunate to have that. First breakthrough was an internship at Tesla, which really felt like being at the right place at the right time, and then eventually transition into full time. And I'm around 7 months into my full time now.
And yeah, that talk is doing really good. So yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of money coming in. All right. Tell me, like, when did you decide? What was that moment like when you decided you want to be a mechanical engineer?
So I guess it dates back to one of the programs which I attended as a part of Cisco Foundation. I guess the name was uh, Horizon, where they had professionals from different backgrounds telling their stories, basically the roadblocks and everything, how they overcome it. And I vividly remember one of the person representing mechanical engineering, and so that was a moment I thought this is something I could do for my living for the rest of my life. I was always good at math, physics, so forces and all this stuff was always a good thing with me. So yeah, I mean that was a moment. Another good thing is that I had a good sketching technique. So I took technical design as a selective subject in my school, and I was good at it. I could pick it up easily. So I thought that being a mechanical engineer was the right way to go for me.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm glad to know that you found someone in our community as an inspiration. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I wish to pass that on now.
Yeah. Any fun incident you had in your, like college, maybe during your master's, bachelor?
So there was one really fun incident that I had was so our class used to be like we had a first year engineering class and a second year engineering class, and we were pretty much done with our practical, and but the second engineering class was still having billets going on. There was one particular professor in our college who used to always like frustrate me. I don't want to disclose the name, but for no reason, he would just kind of look out for a reason to just burst out on anyone. And I wasn't aware of that, but my friends were, and we were kind of being very noisy next to his class. And we were just about to leave, and in the corridor, we were making a lot of noise, and that the professor came out, and I wasn't aware that it was just a frustration, but so I just kind of told him something in return, which was not offensive. I guess I was just questioning him or something that, okay, we'll go. But he took it in some other sense. And he was kind of pulling me into the class. And everyone just said, bah, we all just ran.
Oh, wow.
And it was said that he also sent one of the person from that second engineering class to chase us down all the way to the main gate of SPC. And yeah, but the good thing I never saw the professor again because I guess he left.
Oh, yeah. We all have such fun stories from our engineering days. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, a lot of memories. When did you decide to move to US? Like masters is a thing, but when did you decide that? And what was the reason? Like why US?
I always heard stories about US being a good land of opportunities, basically. Um, so from that time onwards, I was preparing and I was envisioning myself going to abroad and going to US specifically for my abroad studies.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few options like Germany and Canada.
Yeah, Germany is really good for mechanical
Yeah,
engineering.
Germany is, but then
option.
but the I guess the main package that made me choose US was our community is stronger.
Yeah, and
Universities are good. Job opportunities are good, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
So it was a good package basically.
Right,
So
right.
I chose let's go to
Yeah,
US.
that makes sense. Yeah. So tell us a bit about the education difference that you saw between studies in India versus here, and what were some of your observations?
So I guess the main observation is, I guess we all know is India is more theoretical.
Right, right.
Here we lay more emphasis on being practical.
Correct.
Uh, I guess the another big difference is, as I mentioned, the infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, in mechanical engineering field, we have 3D printers available here. You can just kind of, if you are taking any design course and you want to just print out something, some small assembly or something, you can do it here. Uh, the college supports that. I don't think so. I've seen a 3D printer in my college. For that 3D printer, I did not see a big CNC machine there. So not bitching about India, but then we are a bit lagging in that infrastructure. The second thing, I guess, is the curriculum somewhere in India is kind of outdated now. It needs updating. I'm not saying that we should move to a more practical approach because you need theory at the end of the day because theory is, I mean, as a bachelor, you need to have some theory. Right. So theory should be there, but then when you have dedicated time for practicals, then you should have a good infrastructure,
with some
a good
knowledge.
Topics of today's relevance that you cover in your practicals.
Right.
Yeah. So infrastructure and theoretical and practical is, I guess, the main difference.
Yeah, I agree. Like having 3D printer is one example, but having all this right resources really changes the mindset of a student. So that really helps. How did you land up in Tesla for internship?
So taking you a little bit back in time, I had no idea about Tesla.
Okay.
I had heard of the company. The general perception of that company on campus for mechanical engineers was that they do not hire mechanical engineers; they hire software engineers. I tried few internship applications on there in my first year. I don't know what was the difference, but then I couldn't find good good positions there which matched my skills.
Right.
And I tried a couple of applications and I just gave up. I was trying to find some internship after my first year, couldn't get it. Decided to go back to India and spend some time with family. Was returning from that trip having no idea what I will be doing, but I just decided I would keep trying.
Right. Still looking for job.
Still looking for job, but at the same time, I was not so heavily invested in looking for job as much as I was invested in updating my resume. I guess during around that time, I was also working on my own car design, which was kind of doing my own thing. So what I was doing is just updating myself because looking at the market here, I knew that I wasn't enough here. I had to have more skills and need to show more presence here. So that was I was doing it. And one fine day, the recruiter after ages replied to me.
Was it through LinkedIn or?
Yeah, it was LinkedIn. It's a big help there. LinkedIn is a good help. So he replied to me. He reached out and he said that send over me your resume to my email and he asked me basically some preliminary questions like why do you want to work for Tesla and blah 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 blah. And I replied to that, and he gave me a good, good overview of the positions available. I selected that, and the good thing is, once I submitted my preferences, within 8 minutes I got a reply, and I got a request for call from one of the teams. So and I was freaking out because like a day ago I had no idea what I was going to do, and like just all of a sudden I have a first interview call and that to be Tesla. And I was kind of at that time starting to notice Tesla as well. Right. And I was starting to fall in love with it. And to get that, I was feeling very overwhelmed. So in retrospect, it feels like it was being at the right time at the right place, as I said before.
Yeah, it is a amazing place to work. So like give us more details, like what was your prep process, and what would you recommend to our viewers watching this show? What is the must thing to?
I guess the main backbone of my career, which like career with Tesla, was the networking.
Okay.
So I would say networking is a must.
But networking, how did you network? Like, did you use LinkedIn? Did you use like already existing contacts to reach out to people?
Yeah.
How was it?
So yeah, the biggest roadblock or the biggest I guess the biggest thing which I did do was reach out to people earlier.
Okay.
But eventually I started reaching out. I also reached out to a few people in my college campus whom I became friends through some academic projects.
Yeah.
So networking was a backbone.
Networking
The other
definitely.
thing is whenever you have a free time, apply your knowledge, I would say.
Right.
Because looking back, what helped me was, of course, my academic GPAs and whatever was there.
Yeah.
But there are thousands of
Keep
people
on updating,
who have
keep on updating your
I
knowledge.
mean,
Yeah.
there are thousands or even lakhs of people who have the same kind of scores and academics or pursue the same program as you do. But I guess looking back, what made a difference was the things I did in my vacation time, which was the car designing, the car rendering, or the software knowledge that I had, which I kind of sent as a part of my resume as a short portfolio.
Right.
I guess I was asked some questions about it during the interview. So I guess that was a bit of standout and that made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely agree. And I think in terms of like software engineering jobs, for example, doing all these online courses and upping your resume, I think that really helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's an exciting time we are in right now.
Yeah. What is the best part that you like about your job? Something that can help our viewers to know or get more in-depth sense of like what is it's working, what it is to work for Tesla.
So it's pretty, I would say, challenging. It keeps you off your feet every day.
Always innovative and
Always, yeah.
things happening. Yeah.
Thousands of things happening. It's like a lot of programs happening all at the same
Right.
time, and you are having a small stake in every program. And it's not like your program is just yours. Like your part is just yours because there are thousands surrounding parts around you.
Right.
Which
So you can basically pick up an example if it's okay to disclose. You can pick up an example to just
So
help our viewers understand
talk
what
in,
it's like.
I'll talk in figurative sense.
Right.
I cannot
Discuss it,
disclose
that's fine,
the
yeah.
exact amount of work, but I would say, for example, I have a part to design. There are
So what part it is, like if you can tell or you can.
So in particular, my team is pretty much works with plastic parts.
Okay. Okay.
So say for example, we have a part
Body of the car,
surrounding
basically.
parts. Yeah. So what you need to figure out is basically the shape of the part.
Mhm.
The shape of the part should match, say for example, the appearance of the car because exterior.
Right.
So the appearance of the parts needs to be taken care of. The other one is the materials, the surface finishing.
So basically, you guys take care of all the exterior of the design of the car.
Yeah, we own
vehicle.
few parts on the exteriors. There are other teams which own as well.
Right.
But just not that thing. You need to make sure the part is designed in a way that it can withstand different kinds of loads.
Yeah.
Say for example, thermal loads, wind loads, just someone leaning around. So you need to protect for that. You need to figure out how it attaches onto the car, how it integrates.
Mhm.
And in that whole scenario, you need to make sure that the part is a production level part. So you need to think of how easy it is to assemble,
Mhm.
how easy it is to manufacture,
Mhm.
and also at the same time you need to think about how to keep its weight
Mhm.
and its cost down. So it's a holistic process, and I'm still learning. Just 6 months old in this industry. Every day is a new challenge. So the fun part with Tesla is
Mhm.
that you will be challenged each and every day.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting and something to look forward every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sometimes gets stressful, but it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me, like, what advice would you like to give to people who want to pursue like career like you, like want to be a mechanical engineer? What advice would you give them?
So starting early on, I would say that be focused. See yourself 5 years ahead. I would say, but don't see too far. Like for example, if you are in say grade 8, make sure you are looking at your 10th grade and you are looking at the good colleges after that. Once you are in your high school, look into or start preparing yourself into good college. So always see yourself 5 years ahead, but always prepare for next 2 years. So keep your vision for 5 years, but prepare for 2 years. I would say 1 year. It's fine.
And I think as you already mentioned, like make yourself how do I say, like very strong in your fundamentals, like keep upping
Fundamentals
your
are a
game.
must. Yeah,
Make
mechanical
sure,
engineering fundamentals are a must. What can be most helpful is having a balanced portfolio around you. You have a good balance of practical knowledge, theoretical knowledge.
Mhm.
If you know what you want to specialize early on, then go all in for that. Say thermal, say fluid, say structural design. So just do well, just ace in that.
Mhm. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then one thing that you would tell a young you.
I would tell myself to put some money in Tesla. I
I
guess in
would also like to do that.
you started from $17 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Just save that pocket money which your dad gives and start your stocks.
Yeah. If you have to pick like one thing among like many things that happened with you to get you like where you are, what would be that one thing?
It was my passion for design basically. As I said, in the free time even I spend my time doing design.
Mhm.
So I never felt bored of it.
Mhm.
So you can say that I can live my life with doing design work and seeing these challenges and just doing that.
So maybe that kept you going, like
It kept me going.
the passion behind it. Okay. So we'll now do some fun round. So tell us like about a show or movie you love. Uh,
Interstellar, anytime.
Oh, wow.
That's the all-time favorite movie. I can watch it.
Did we see it together? I don't remember, but I think whenever you come,
We have
you do
discussed it a lot of
yeah,
time.
we have discussed that.
I love to
movie at
discuss
length,
about it, but I don't think so. We have
Yeah,
seen it
yeah.
together.
I think we have watched a lot of YouTube analysis, if I remember, and
Yeah.
then we have discussed at length. Yeah, yeah, one of my favorites.
We love
Really, really
sci-fi
good movie.
movies, which are more scientific.
Yeah. A book you would love or you would like to give someone?
I guess the only book I have read is Onward, which is actually written by a former CEO of Starbucks.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good book. It just shows how you build a brand and maintain the ethics while expanding. It's a good book. Yeah.
technology you love?
I guess right now, seeing my work, I guess I use supercomputer.
Hmm. Good answer. Yeah. One person you want to meet or you want to spend time with? Living dead.
Because I would love to meet my grandfather one more time. Last time, yeah.
All right, so that's it, guys. Hope you found this interesting, and thank you so much, Saifil. It was a pleasure having you.
Thanks for
And we'll be linking Saifil's LinkedIn profile in our comment section. So in case you want to reach out to him, feel free. Thank you.
Good talking.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks.